Hi guys! Sorry I ended the last one so abruptly. I realized we were in the middle of a scene and I didn't want the video to be too long because it's harder to post on YouTube. So I'm going to try and keep them shorter than 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes. So we left off where Viola is disguised as Cesario and is visiting Olivia for Orsino, and Viola is realizing that she has feelings for Orsino because she realizes how Orsino feels because he's in love with Olivia and she doesn't feel the same way back. Okay, so a love triangle is beginning here. And where am I? Okay. The Countess, so the Countess is Olivia. The Countess was gripped by the passion in Cesario's eyes. Why? What would you do? So she's asking, what would Cesario do? Who's Viola. So she's saying, what would Cesario do if he loved Olivia as much as Orsino does? But Cesario, who's really Viola, is talking about her love for Orsino, right? So it's all getting misconstrued. So what would she do? Make me a willow cabin at your gate and cry out, Olivia, Cesario swore. Write songs of unrequited love and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Oh, you would not rest between air and earth, but you would pity me. With this, Cesario strode away. So Cesario, who's really Viola, is saying that if she were Orsino and she loved Olivia, she would yell out in the dead of night, in the middle of the night, that she loved Olivia because she loved her so much. I'm sorry, I keep switching the pronouns because Viola is really a boy. Sorry, Viola is really a girl who is disguised as a boy named Cesario, and I'm trying to make that clear for you guys, but I'm confusing myself. Okay, anyway, so she's just being dramatic. You might do much, Olivia whispered. So that means like, oh my gosh, you would do a lot if you loved me. You would react quite a lot. Her heart, so heavy since her brother's death, felt as if it would rise out of her chest. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Cesario had come to beg Olivia to love Orsino, but the youth's beautiful speeches had caused the Countess to fall in love with the page instead. Oh dear! So, Viola, as Cesario, went to Olivia to tell Olivia how much Orsino loves her, but instead, all of her speeches about Olivia made Olivia fall in love with Viola. So now Olivia loves Viola. My goodness. Alright. So now we have a true love triangle going on. No one loves the same person. It's crazy. Okay. After Cesario left, Olivia became anxious. If Orsino accepted Olivia's rejection of his love, he would never send Cesario as his messenger again. So she's worried. Hey, stop. Sorry, my dog's biting himself again. So Olivia's realizing that if she actually tells Orsino, look, I don't love you, stop sending me speeches and stop trying to get me to love you back, that Orsino's going to stop sending over Cesario. And remember, Olivia now loves Cesario, aka Viola, so she doesn't want to stop seeing Viola. So now she doesn't think she wants to reject Orsino completely, just so that she could still see Viola. Okay. The Countess slipped a ring off her finger and called for Malvolio. Olivia told her steward that Cesario had given her the ring as a gift from the Duke. So, Olivia is lying and saying that Cesario, or Viola, gave her a ring from the Duke. As a gift from the Duke. So, that the Duke had given a ring to Viola to give to Olivia. Which is really untrue, right? Viola just took her own ring off and is lying about it and gave it to Malvolio. Tell him I'll none of it, the Countess said, which I guess means she doesn't want the ring when it's really her own ring. She's just making up this lie, okay? She ordered her steward to run after Cesario, give him the ring, and tell him to come by tomorrow for her explanation. Oh, so she just wants Cesario to come back, right? Is basically what it is. Malvolio caught Cesario at the edge of the palace grounds. Countess Olivia returns this ring to you, sir. He threw the ring at Cesario's feet and stalked away. I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Cesario's eyes grew wide. An awful thought occurred to the page. She loves me, sure. Fortune forbid my boy's disguise have not charmed her. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. And yet, how on earth will this turn out? I love Orsino. Orsino loves Olivia, and Olivia loves me. So basically, Viola is very worried, and she's saying, oh my gosh, Olivia can't love me. I'm not real. It would be better for her to actually love a dream than to love me because I'm not actually a boy, right? So she's very concerned. Late that night, while Olivia was indeed dreaming of Cesario, Sir Toby and Sir Andrew were drinking to each other's health in the Countess's hall. Their drunken singing echoed through the palace. Olivia's serving woman, Maria, did not want to see Sir Toby and his niece's bad graces. Is Maria a main character here? Let me see. Oh, she is. Okay, we'll add Maria. So Maria is Olivia's serving woman. Okay. So we're going to draw Olivia right here. Oh, Maria. We're going to draw Maria right here. And how shall we do this? We'll just give Maria curly hair. Okay. Okay. So here's Maria. Oh my goodness. Okay, and Maria. Maria is Olivia's serving woman. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, so Maria doesn't want to see Sir Toby and his niece's bad graces. So Sir Toby, this guy, remember? So Maria feels bad that Olivia is angry at him, right? Because he's always asking her for money. He's always bringing around his friend who's trying to get her to fall in love with him. So she's just really annoyed at her uncle and everything. So what does Maria do? She wanted him to marry her. Oh, so I think Maria likes Sir Toby. So Maria wanted him to marry her. But Sir Toby had little interest in anything but drinking and carousing. For the love of God, peace, Maria urged. Sir Toby just laughed and charmed her into uncorking a new bottle of wine. A moment later, Malvolio swept in. He would teach them a lesson. He had prepared a little speech and was clearly going to enjoy delivering it. Sir Toby, the pompous steward began, my lady bade me tell you that if you can separate... Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I was scared. My dog just tried. He kept biting, and I told him to stop, and he wasn't listening to me. Okay. Let's see. So Malvolio is giving a speech, and he's saying, my lady bade me tell you that if you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, she is very willing to bid you farewell. So Malvolio is basically speaking on behalf of Olivia and saying that if they don't stop drinking and asking for money and trying to woo her and all the things that annoy her, then they can just leave because she's really sick of it. Push off, Sir Toby swore. So he's saying, like, go away. That's so lame. He's very drunk, right? He's not being very respectful. Mistress Maria, serve them no more drink, Malvolio commanded. Then, with a self-satisfied smirk, he departed. So he's saying, Maria, don't give them any more alcohol. They're way too drunk. And then he walked away. Sir Toby made a drunken effort to draw his sword. So he's about to draw his sword to try and fight Malvolio, which, you know, he's so drunk. That's not going to happen, obviously. But Maria thought quickly about how she could turn this to her advantage. She promised more entertaining revenge to be enacted on the morrow. So she's telling, what's his name? Sir Toby. So she's telling Olivia's uncle that, who she has a crush on, right? She's telling him that, they can figure things out tomorrow and they can get revenge on Olivia, basically. The next morning, Duke Orsino ordered Cesario to return to Olivia with another vow of love. So, Orsino wants Viola / Cesario to go to Olivia and tell her again that he loves her. But if she cannot love you, sir, Cesario asked, meaning like, but what if she doesn't love you still? Orsino frowned. I cannot be so answered. So he's saying, that's not going to happen. I won't accept a no from her. Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia, Cesario said. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered? So Cesario, or Viola, is telling him, she's saying, but you can't tell her that she has to say yes. What if someone loves you as much as you love her, right? And you just don't know that. Meaning, she's trying to hint that I love you, right? And if you're trying so hard to get Olivia's love, you're gonna miss out on my love. Obviously, she didn't say that straight exactly. She's hinting at it, right? Because she doesn't want Orsino to realize that she's actually a girl. So, you cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered? So just tell her that you can't love her. There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart, the Duke swore. So he's saying, I just love her too much, basically. Cesario smiled bitterly. How could such a wonderful man say such ridiculous things? Cesario vowed to make Orsino understand how passionately a woman can love. My father had a daughter who loved a man the same way. Were I a woman, I would love your lordship, Cesario said. She never told her love, but pined in thought, the youth added. But died thy sister of her love, my boy? Asked Orsino. I am all the daughters of my father's house, Cesario said boldly, and waited for the Duke to decipher this riddle. Orsino looked at the page blankly. So, basically, Cesario is saying, my father has a daughter who loves someone so much. And then Orsino asked, oh, did your sister die? Because Viola's talking about herself. She's saying, my father had a daughter, me, who loves someone so much, meaning you, Orsino, but he doesn't realize that Viola's actually a girl. And so he's saying, oh, you have a sister, and did she die because she loved so much? And then Viola, in Cesario form, is saying, I am all the daughters of my father's house, meaning I am every daughter that my father has. And Orsino is a little dumb and doesn't really understand what she's saying. But what she's saying is that I am the only daughter that my father has. I'm the daughter I'm talking about, and I love you. And he's not getting it. And Cesario is realizing he doesn't get it. So Cesario sighed. Sir, shall I to this lady then? So he's saying, shall I just go to Olivia then, if you don't get what I'm trying to say? Aye, to her in haste, the Duke replied. Give her this jewel. Say my love will not be denied. So he's saying, yes, quickly go to her and give her this jewel and say that I won't take no for an answer. And that is where we will stop in this video. Okay, we will continue next video. So bye guys. Thanks for joining me.